What's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, what's up, Sussex Squad? We got to talk about the fallout of Funeral Gate. If you don't know what I'm talking about, William was talking big and bad, putting fake stuff in the media. Oh my God, Harry ain't coming. He don't care. You hear that, Spencer? It's only me. Harry pops up in that mug and said, "Excuse you, excuse me. Do we have a problem?" I think we got a problem. He popped up. And y'all, William was reeling. Here's the thing, I will say this. There are so many bullies, and I mean that in the bullies on the internet, putting out all these fake narratives. And the thing is, they think they can get away with it because they've been putting out these fake narratives for so long. And then when the truth comes out, they sitting there looking stuck. They sitting there looking stupid. They're sitting there looking like their videos are being pulled down, right? And being demonetized. It don't matter because at the end of the day, Harry did a one up on William so much that guess what? William had no choice, and I mean no choice, but to actually get on board. And now William's saying that he's oh so magnanimous and that he gave his blessing for Harry to be there. Baby, if your blessing looks like screaming and cursing at the sky, I guess you did. Y'all get into this because they are acting up. On top of that, Meghan let it be known that don't worry, she's not writing a memoir. I don't believe that. Maybe what she meant to say is she's not writing a memoir this year, but I do think that Meghan's life in all aspects deserves to be talked about. We even saw that a little bit on the documentary. So I don't know about this. Also, you know, it's also funny. William said he was going to be in New York cosplaying for the Earthshot Prize, which I thought was weird because the Earthshot Prize is going to be in South Africa in November this year. And guess what? William already said Kate's not coming, even though Kate's being allowed to come out the house for a couple of things. They already said that Kate's not coming. So when he said he was going to be in New York, I said, for what? Is this like the Boston trip where we're all sitting there looking like, I mean, it's cool, but nobody asks for you. Nobody cares. Why are you here? Well, guess what? William has just confirmed that he is not going to travel to New York next month. That's right, baby. When you can't compete, you can't compare, or when you can't compare, you can't compete because aha is all I have to say. He announced this week Prince Harry is set to embark on a packed solo trip to New York City next month at the same time his brother Prince William will likely host a summit in Manhattan. Now, you remember the summit from last year. He basically begged Michael Bloomberg and all these rich people to sit down with them. They did it one time. I feel like this year they were like, no, we're not doing that again. We've had enough of you, William. You're not going to waste our time anymore. Anyway, right? They said, the Duke of Sussex will be in town to advance a number of his patronages and philanthropic initiatives, according to a spokesperson. The trip was set to take place during the UN General Assembly High Level Week and Climate Week, the latter of which runs from September 22nd to the 29th. William was supposed to also be in the city at the time for the third annual Earthshot Prize Innovation Summit, which will be held at the Plaza Hotel on September 24th. It's unknown whether William will attend for sure, but he was present at the last year. Okay, first of all, let me just say this, and I say this kindly. Can we stop with the dumb Earthshot? It's stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen. He messed it up the first week when he literally had people fly in to present the award and do this and had the actual award winners stay home. William told us what time he was on. And now he keeps trying to make this happy. Anyway, they said, sadly, for those hoping for a New York based episode of the world's longest running soap opera, that is a good way to describe the Royals. The world's longest running soap opera. And you know, I love soap operas. The Daily Beast has confirmed that William, who has avoided all foreign travel except for a brief football watching jaunt to Germany over the summer. Funny how they didn't say for the finals because you don't want them to compare you for you leaving those girls out, right? Since his wife was diagnosed with cancer, will not be attending the Earthshot Summit. Harry's team declined to comment beyond the statement issued Tuesday. Let me tell you something. Yeah. Uh, yeah, you know, at the end of the day, It is what it is. And I think what it is actually very, very funny because it just shows that as much as they try to sneak this and do that, whenever uh Harry actually turns around and meets them straight on, they literally back up. Now, also, let's also not forget there's also something really, really interesting going with the fact that the king is still releasing articles about how he wants to make things right with Harry. These weirdos, listen, they are saying, sorry, they have a bunch of clues that Harry wants to return to the UK and William swerved awkward running in New York. Harry's bluff called by the royal family. They said Prince William to swerve awkward running with Harry by avoiding major royal event. You're supposed to be the king of England. Harry lives in America. You're avoiding the swerving by canceling out on your initiative. The fact that they actually don't see that something is wrong with these people. Harry's bluff is called by the royals. They want to act like they are doing and moving so much. However, do you know why I think that they're doing all this? Because Diana's bodyguard has come in and he is dropping more information on what happened between Charles and Diana. Ooh, they said his former bodyguard, Ken Worf, who I think they really actually paid off, said he guarded Diana for 5 years and said she would have eventually accepted Charles's relationship with Camilla. We saw the panorama interview. We saw Diana in her own words. We saw the way that her revenge dress. You must be out your mind to actually try. I don't care how much. And this is where the royal family messes up. You want us to say, don't believe Diana and what she said. Believe the man that worked for her for 5 years, that's been under the umbrella of the royal family, and who has trashed Diana's son, Harry, for falling in love and being human. And you want us to believe that, according to you, which is partly paid off by the royal family, that Diana would have come to accept a man that was mentally, at least if you can believe the panorama, abusing her and his horsey. Oh, put your hooves on the glass. You mean to tell us you want us to believe that? Y'all, at the end of the day, I love this because they really do take away all the credibility. They said Diana's former royal bodyguard has claimed she would have accepted Charles and Camilla's relationship if she were still alive. I want to know how much he got paid for this. I really want to do. Kim Worf, who protected the mother too for years while serving as a Scotland Yard officer, has opened up about his views on how Diana would have felt about her ex-husband marrying the now queen. His comments come as throngs of royal enthusiasts gathered at Diana's previous home to commemorate, sorry, the 27th anniversary of her death by laying flowers. Speaking in an interview, he said, part of Diana's problem was that she naively believed that the relationship with Camilla would fade away. Charles and Diana divorced. She was the one that ran and demanded a divorce. You cannot expect us to believe that she was just going to let this go away. Mm-mm. He continued recalling his time with Diana from the mid 80s. But let's be honest, Camilla was there from day one. Camilla, from my time, I went there in the mid 80s, very much was a discussion at that time. With Diana's openness, she felt it necessary to give me the complete lowdown of the relationship. I questioned at the time, but actually having listened to her, it made me understand Diana a lot better. She naively believed it would end. There's no doubt in my end, Diana did love Charles. Meemaw, she said that to me repeatedly. Yeah, this is really actually messed up. Diana has said many, many times she left because of Camilla. I think this is Charles's way by saying he's trying to make peace with Harry. Diana would accept Camilla. They're trying to run another PR play where I think Charles realizes he doesn't have much time left. And I think he realizes that he needs to get Camilla to be beloved enough that when he gives the royal lodge to her, nobody will question it. I think that's exactly what's going on because right now, if Camilla gets the Royal Lodge, it will be this whole big scandal because nobody really likes Camilla. Nobody likes Charles too, but Charles is the king. So I think they're running this game just to make sure that the scammers keep scamming. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that's exactly what it is, right? He said, I'm sure Diana would have done that. She's very good at that. Time, as everyone says, is a great healer. Diana was angry with the Princess of Wales, angry with her circumstances, angry with Camilla, angry with everyone. But you know how you know things heal. And as time progressed, she would have been in her 60s now and she would have accepted it. This is the man that they're also getting quotes for. Diana would be embarrassed of Harry, be ashamed. He disgraces his mother's memory. I cannot take the royals anymore. But this, I think, is, and you guys keep an eye on this because I have a theory. I could be wrong, but I have a theory. I honestly believe that Andrew Charles is going to try to give the Royal Lodge to Camilla. Camilla, in order to hold on to that, needs the public to accept her and they need public sympathy. And they somehow think that if they have all that there won't be this big outcry. But like father, like son, I will say that William seems to be, right? William seems to be as crazy as his daddy. You know, he's going to kick Camilla out on the road as soon as he can. Let me just say this. Listen, they're saying that Charles wants to rehabilitate his relationship with Harry, and Harry's seeking the same. We'll talk about this in the middle in another video. But you guys, what do you think about this? Oh, there's this. I did want to read this to you guys. Hold on. This is another thing that makes me think. Hold on. Sorry, Sussex Squad. There is going to be there is going to be something going on. There's rumors of a lot of stuff happening. Andrew literally said some cold-blooded mess to Charles and said all he has to wait is for Charles to bow out. Because if you want to play the waiting game, Andrew basically says that he doesn't expect King Charles to outlive him. Listen, at the end of the day, they are locked in a siege of the Royal Lodge, and Andrew says he's waiting them out. Let me read this to you really quick before you go because it's actually pretty funny, and then I'll let you guys go. But I just thought this was hilarious. Prince Andrew's friends said Andrew can sit tight and run out the clock on King Charles. They said Andrew will defy his brother King Charles' insistence and he moves out the Royal Lodge. The friend told the Daily Beast Andrew can just sit tight and run out the clock. Actually, they're suggesting that Andrew thought Charles might die before he could evict Andrew. The friend said Andrew simply intended to stay in the property, which he is legally entitled to do, having a lease on it that will not expire for over 50 years and can be bequeathed to his children until his brother accepted the right had the legal right to stay there. Andrew wants his brother to live long and prosper. He's intensely loyal to the monarchy, but it's not exactly a state secret that Andrew is more than a decade younger than Charles and that Charles has cancer. Quite why Charles wants this distraction at this moment in his reign is a greater mystery to Andrew's friends. It looks childish and vindictive, as I don't think anyone except Charles would give a damn where Andrew lives if they stop briefing the newspapers about it. Y'all, what is going on in the world that not convicted, but a known PDF file who settled is reading down the King of England? Baby, let those degenerates have their fun. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.